Okay. It's been a minute since I've done a video like this where we're just sitting down chatting. It's just you and me. I don't have a script or anything for this video, so the edits are going to be very minimal and you're not going to see anything flashy. So hi, how are you guys doing? Things have been kind of crazy in my life over the last about month and a half or so, from going on the cruise and all the Halloween stuff, and now we're moving into the holiday season with all the Christmas things happening in the theme parks very soon. Things have been crazy between, YouTube life and my work life. This is really difficult to do without like a script or plan or anything. This is just something that I just wanted to talk to you guys about. So, as you guys probably saw from the title and or thumbnail, I still don't exactly know how I'm gonna advertise this video. I'm getting professional help. For those of you guys that have been around on the channel for a while, you guys know that I have struggled with my weight. A couple years ago, prior to the Velocicoaster opening, I, started a series on the channel where I was, doing a weight loss update where I wanted to lose, I think it was 50 pounds in 100 days. I don't know what the heck I was thinking with that one. But I started that series on the channel where I was, trying to do weekly updates where I would, weigh myself and trying to lose a bunch of weight before Velocicoaster opened, which, to be fair, I did lose enough weight to fit on Velocicoaster when it finally did open, and I was able to ride it opening day. It was a phenomenal experience, but after that, things kind of went downhill from there, or uphill, depending on how you look at it. Either way, I did gain a bunch of weight back, and, you guys just know that, over the course of the history of this channel, my weight has been very problematic. It's been, up and down. Like there have been times where I've managed to lose a bunch of weight, and then there are times like now where I've just gained a bunch of it back. And I started to realize that, no matter what I was doing, like I didn't have the right, I don't know how to put this. Like I just wasn't there mentally for it, and like I started to doubt whether I could really do it, and I was just having a lot of problems, just to put it very simply. And again, I just don't know how to describe it. Like every fiber of my being said that I need to lose weight. I wanted to lose weight. I want to ride these roller coasters. I want to go ahead and do these things. I want to travel across the country and, go to different theme parks and ride things, but I just can't fit on anything. But for whatever reason, like everything other than here said that I could do it and that I had to do it, if that makes any sense. Like part of me said, yes, you need to lose weight and you need to get this, taken care of and managed. And then another part of me is like, food. So what am I getting at? So I'm getting professional help. I am getting professional help. So about 3 weeks ago, I started this new weight loss program through Tampa General Hospital. So, I mean, let's go ahead and go back a while ago, like about a year ago. This all started with my mom, who started her weight loss journey because she wanted to do the gastric bypass surgery. So about a year ago, she started seeing a dietitian through Tampa General Hospital, and she went into the bariatric program over there, which was the surgical side where they actually go in and they put a band around your stomach, and it basically forces you to eat less and feel full faster on less. And that was the surgical option. And so she's always been super concerned about my weight, as well as my dad and other members of my family. They've been super concerned about my weight, and they've been pushing for me to lose weight for a while now. And, Coda as well, they've all been super supportive. And it was through my mom, who just recently got done a couple months ago with the surgery, who recommended that I talk to, the people at Tampa General Hospital in their bariatric center for the non-surgical or surgical option, whatever one I wanted to do. They just kind of pushed for me to do that. And so a couple months ago, I rang up Tampa General Hospital and I was like, hey, I wanted to learn more about this program. My mom just did the surgical one. I'm looking for the non-surgical one. What do you guys got? And so they they told me that there was a wait list for people to be accepted into the program, because I mean it's very successful, obviously. I mean, my mom has dropped a bunch of weight since she had her surgery, really quickly. But you know, they asked me for my information, and I'm gonna be completely blunt and honest with you guys with everything that's been going on, and you know, my height and weight, as I've done in the past. You know, I've built this channel around being open and honest with you guys. So you know, when I called them, they were like, okay, what's your height and weight? So I told them I'm 5'5" and my weight when I called them was 355 pounds. 355 pounds. And the lady on the phone straight up said, oh, we can move you to the front of the wait list. And I was like, damn, they just called me fat. They said, damn. But I mean, that's to be expected, you know, 5'5", you know, 350 something pounds. Like, yeah, I was a pretty important case that they would want to take. So a couple months go by, I haven't heard anything from them, and then finally, what was it, September, I got the call saying that they have an opening and they want to accept me into the program. So I got the call just before the cruise that we took on the Disney Fantasy, and so I had set up my first appointment for October 9th. October 9th was my very first appointment, where I went over there for my physical and the initial assessment, and that's when, you know, they really would start talking to me about things. So the entire time I was on the cruise, on the Fantasy, I was, you know, thinking in the back of my mind, like, what is this gonna be like? What's gonna happen in this program? You know, I don't know what they're gonna tell me. I don't know what's gonna be required of me. I don't know, like, if I'm gonna like have to stop eating, you know, period. And there was just a lot of things going through my mind, and there was just a lot of uneasiness and nervousness surrounding this whole process. And so I, you know, went in for my appointment, and everything was really smooth. Everything went really smooth. Everyone there, super nice, super professional, and basically, we went through my physical, and at the time of me going in on October 9th, I was 356 pounds, and they also took my BMI index measurements there as well, which I have the paper around somewhere that shows my BMI index, but basically what the paper says is, damn. It says, damn, you fat. So that's basically what that was. So we went over the whole program and everything, and again, this is the non-surgical side that I was doing. So we have the doctors, the dietitians. They don't have a psychologist at the moment. They did have a psychologist. They're working on getting another one, so I am going to have a psychologist soon. But we went over, you know, what are my triggers for eating, you know, what's causing me to eat, whether it be stress, work, you know, what other outside factors are determining, you know, what my triggers are for eating. And basically what it came down to was, I mean, I just had a food addiction, you know. Every time I saw food, I just had to eat it, and I never knew when to really, you know, stop eating. I would overeat a lot, and it's very obvious from my cruise videos that I do tend to overeat a lot. It's no secret. Yeah, I am ashamed of it, but you know, it was what it was. So basically what they started me on is some weight loss medication. And, you know, the whole purpose of this video and the series of videos to follow over the course of the next, you know, year is to document my progress and my process through this whole bariatric weight loss thing, non-surgical side, with these medications that I am taking right now. So basically what I am taking right now, I'm just gonna remove this, is Victoza. Victoza is this weight loss drug that essentially, long story short, tells my brain that I'm not hungry. And it helps me feel fuller on less food. And so I've been taking this daily over the course of the last 3 weeks. Just last week was my 2-week update where I went in and I actually spoke to a dietitian and we spoke about, diet and exercise and things like that and what I really need, which, by the way, for where I am height and weight wise with how much weight I'm wanting to lose, my daily calorie intake should be about between 1,800 to 2,200 calories a day, and I need about 100 grams of protein a day. So I've been working on that. So what I've been doing is, this is an injection. So the Victoza is an injection that I have to take daily. And the only reason why I'm taking Victoza as opposed to Wegovy, my insurance does cover Wegovy. I actually do have Wegovy in the fridge right now. And this is something that does need to be refrigerated. The Wegovy is a better product, but right now there's like a shortage on Wegovy in the dosage that I need. So they started me off on the daily Victoza, and eventually when they have the supply in and I'm, at the dosage level that I need, they're gonna move me over to Wegovy where it's just once a week. But oh my God, this is no joke. This is no joke. I've been taking this every day, stabbing myself every day for the last 3 weeks. So I take these pens, and they also gave me all these needles, these pen needles. And, these needles are very, very tiny, super small. This is what I was most worried about. When I heard that it was an injectable medication, I was like, oh God, I hate needles. This is gonna suck, having to stab myself every single day consistently. And I'm gonna show you guys footage here. These needles are very small. So as soon as I saw how small these needles were, I was like, oh, this is barely anything. And so, you take this medication and you can either do it in your thigh, your stomach, or your arm, where you just, you set your dosage amounts on top over here, and you stab yourself, and then you push down and it just injects it into you. So, like I was saying earlier, this stuff is no joke. Side effects that I have had, the biggest side effect that I've had, and like the worst one, is constipation. Because basically what this does is it slows down your digestive system. And of course, this is all just like very easy terms, very easy technical way of saying it. It slows down your digestive system to make you feel fuller faster on less food, and it tells your brain that you are not hungry. And good God, yeah, I don't feel hungry at all anymore. Over the course of the last 3 weeks, there have been days where I have had absolutely zero desire to eat anything. And when I went back last week for my 2-week update, I told my doctor this, and they're like, yeah, you kind of need to force yourself to eat. And they're recommending that I eat like 5 or 6 times a day, because they're also trying to build my metabolism. So that's wild. And it is a very weird feeling to go from, being on a cruise and eating consistently and overeating to not having any desire to eat at all. And they even said, the doctor warned me that there would be times where you may eat and you might feel nauseous or sick because you're eating so much. There'll be times where you're eating dinner and you'll probably only eat, a small portion of what you would normally eat, and then you feel either really full or you just start feeling sick. 100% true. 100% true. So it's just wild. It's very wild. And the side effects of Victoza are, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, yes, indigestion, and constipation. And I just want to warn you guys, the constipation is a very real thing. It's a very real thing. I haven't had a normal poop in 3 weeks. And it was actually today that I actually had my first normal poop. Sorry to be so blunt, but, we're all human. We all poop. And if any of you guys are watching this video who may be interested in doing something like this, I'm just being real with you. This is something that you're going to have to deal with. And so the doctor recommended, I told my doctor about the constipation, and they're like, yeah, that's pretty normal. So she recommended, obviously staying hydrated, eating more regularly. That was another problem. Was that I wasn't eating enough, and they told me to eat more regularly. They said that I could do laxatives or I could do, you know, chia seeds. Just adding more fiber to my diet, which is something that I started doing. I started eating like bananas twice a day, and Coda actually got me onto the chia seeds. So I put like 2 teaspoons or 1 teaspoon of chia seeds in some apple juice, and I drink that. And today was actually the first day that I actually had a semi-normal poop. So that's good. I was very relieved. Like over the last couple of weeks, like I've been pooping very little, and they've been a struggle to get out. So that's something that's been interesting. But the best thing is that over the course of the last 3 weeks that I have used this, I have successfully lost almost 10 pounds. I'm down 9 pounds now in 3 weeks, which is wild. I started at 356 and I am now at 347. So that's really good. And it's definitely a lot more weight than I expected to lose. They did say that the goal weight was to lose about 6 pounds a month, and by the end of, not by the end of next year, but in 12 months, they said that they wanted me to lose about, I think it was like 20% of my body fat. I can't remember the exact percentage. But either way, by this time next year, I should be in like the 280s, 270s maybe. But like in just 2 weeks, I lost 7 pounds when the goal was 6 in a month. And now I'm at 9 pounds in 3 weeks. That's wild. So I don't know exactly how fast I'm gonna lose it. You know, I again spoke to my doctor, and she said that she's seen people lose 20 pounds in a month doing this stuff, which, can that happen to me, please? I would love to lose 20 pounds in a month. That would be wild. Another side effect that the cough just reminded me of. I don't know if this is a direct result of the Victoza that I'm taking, but my immune system has been absolute garbage, and this is the second time in the past 3 weeks that I have been sick. So yeah, I have a nasty cold going on right now. I'm not sneezing, but I'm just coughing a lot. My sinuses are like inflamed, and it burns when I inhale or swallow. It's definitely not COVID. I still have my sense of taste and smell, and none of the body aches or anything. I've had COVID, and this is definitely not COVID. I'm still gonna take a COVID test before I go to the parks anytime soon. But that's besides the point. That's just something else that I wanted to bring up. I don't know if it's directly related to the Victoza, but my immune system has been absolute garbage. But so what are you guys expecting to see from all this? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I am planning on doing a series of videos. Definitely not, once every week, but maybe like every month or every other month or so, whenever I have a follow-up visit with my doctor, because I think the doctor wants to see me like every month to 3 weeks or so for progress updates. That's when I'll update you guys if anything changes, and with weight loss updates. Yes, so you guys can expect to see that. And again, it's to help anybody out there who may want to do this kind of program. But Epic Universe is opening in 2025. That's quickly approaching, and I want to make sure that I fit on everything over there, because that's going to be a huge time for the channel. A brand new theme park opening in Orlando, and with a bunch of roller coasters and different attractions. I want to make sure that I ride everything. And I also want to get back to the roots of this channel, where, this channel was built upon me doing testing videos and going to different rides and testing if these rides are fat friendly, and showing you guys the different test seats. I want to be able to do that and take it across the country, visit different parks, Dollywood, Hershey Park, Six Flags, Cedar Point, and ride those rides, and also show you guys the test seats. So that's what you guys can expect. I want to get back to those routes. We're still doing cruising. We still have our January cruise. We have the Lighthouse Point cruise. We have a cruise on the Treasure, and we're looking to book another cruise for next year for sometime in the Halloween season, so we can go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's not going to change, but I'm definitely eating a lot less. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you guys want to follow along with this journey, go ahead and subscribe. And if you guys have done something like this before, go ahead and leave your experiences down in the comment section below, because this is all still super new to me. And I'm still learning the ropes, and I'm still trying to get, you know, acclimated to all this. So let me know your experiences down below and how successful you are in your experiences with either Victoza or Wegovy and your weight loss programs. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. That's not how I do my intro. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.